Hello, and welcome back to another hybrid analysis or something. Um, Now this one is admittedly a little more different because I will not be going over what I have to offer. I will be going over another fellow YouTuber, which is Captain Brotherhood Silver, except I just call him Brother Silver. So, eh. um. Now, this one is admittedly a little strange because he specifically asked me, as you can see, to explain how one of his creatures can defeat the Indo 2.0. Now, I admittedly know almost nothing about it, except how it would probably look and the details he gave me. Now, as you might be wondering, 41 feet? Well, how can that be? Well, yes, I do admit that this is a little strange. I will have to assume that he meant 14 feet tall, which then would be a little more interesting if a match between the Indo 2.0 and the Carno Rex. And I will be going over how it would be able to kill the Indo 2.0 after I sort of analyze how this thing would function against it. Now, first off, the more interesting part of this thing's anatomy, the skull. Now, this is most likely where all the stats are pointed at, seeing as how it probably has pretty decent horns, and it has a very good bite. Now, maybe not as good as the regular T-Rex, maybe a little more. I don't know. I didn't grade this thing. So I will be going over basically how it works compared to the Indo 2.0, which would probably have a comparable bite force. Now, he did tell me that it apparently is more agile. Like, he told me it was built for speed and lightness. Now, what I have decided was that, well, that it might be more agile, which then it could easily maneuver around the white terror and probably blitz around it and bite it at the weaker points, mainly the arms or the legs. Now this could easily work out for it because then the Indo 2.0 would have a very difficult time biting through a smaller but quicker foe. So it does have speed going for it. Now, however, if it gets a hold of it, that would probably not be the complete end of it, because it might be able to shake itself off, because he did say this thing was built for durability. Now, keeping that in mind, I do see how that could work, seeing as how it is a mix of two pretty tough creatures, the Carnotaurus and the T-Rex. And he did say it was intelligent too, which would also be backed up by the T-Rex's intelligence. While it might not be as intelligent as the Indo 2.0, it could definitely figure out weak points and where to nip at it to get it riled up to make a mistake. And what I'm assuming is that it could sort of knock it over if it lands a good, headbutt, and then finish it off with a horn stab to a weak point, specifically the eyes or neck. While this thing is not capable of breaking, of like chomping through this, the bigger carnivore predator thing, it does seem pretty decent at taking care of like different things, and there is no need for the arms because both creatures have small arms. So how I would see it is a pretty decent 60% chance of winning. While not as high as my Shotosaurus, it still definitely would probably be able to win. If actually no, 50-50 most likely. Because, and hear me out, Brother Silver, it is technically not like built for massive amounts of damage. More so how my lower end creatures function, with being more speedy, more agile, but having a great biting potential, basically. Now, I could be very wrong on all these, but that is what I sort of gather from all of this. So yeah. And I think that's enough. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.